Alright guys, today I want to do a quick video on when is the best time to lease a Dodge Charger or Challenger. Now, as many of you guys know, I've leased 3 Chargers, and right now I'm leasing a 2019 Dodge Challenger RT with the shaker package. So I've had various term lengths, I've had various start and mature times as well. And it's really important to know when the best time it is to lease a Challenger or Charger. The main reason I say that is because depending on when your lease ends, will either put you into an advantageous position or will put you at a disadvantage. And here's why. So first, let's start off with when the best time to lease a Dodge Charger or Challenger is. And in my experience, it's definitely between the months of March and May. And here's why I say that. So the one time, actually twice, I've had a lease end in November. And unfortunately, November is a hideous time to actually go and try and lease a Challenger or Charger, and here's why. So let's just say we're talking November 2019. All right, so I go in and I want to lease a 2019 Challenger. So unfortunately, that's not going to work out for you. It's not going to work out well for you at all. And the reason being is because with the lease, basically you pay off the depreciation of the vehicle between the time that you lease it and the time that it matures. So if you're starting up a lease in November, you could be taking up to almost a full year's depreciation or have to repay back a year's worth of depreciation on top of the depreciation that you could be getting between the next 36, 42, 48 months. So your lease payments are going to be so high that you're going to be better off at that period of time to purchase an overstock 2019. And then if you want to try to do the current model year in November, then that can't happen really either, because there really hasn't been any lease programs developed yet. They'll lease you a car, but it's going to be probably just as bad as trying to lease the 19. So it's not a good time at all. That's the time to buy a car. So on the flip side, let's talk spring. You want to lease a new Charger or Challenger in spring. That's typically the best time. A, because you typically have auto show bonuses if you're in a big metropolitan city. You also have the weather breaking, and they want to push out the new model years. And that's especially true in my region, where we have a 4-season climate. So once that snow finally stops falling, the dealers want to start pushing their models off the lot for current year, as do you as a consumer. So, it matches up well to both the consumer and the dealership. So by far, I would say the spring is the best time, and I'm just speaking more from personal experience, but I have leased 4 Chargers and Challengers, and I've basically got the same results trying to do it in November as well as spring. So take that for what it's worth. And the one thing that you're also going to want to pay very close attention to is the duration of your lease. And the one mistake that I made is I started up a lease in May and I got a 42-month term on it, which unfortunately ends in a horrific period of time, right around that November-ish standpoint. So the year prior, in the fall, I started to do my research on what the lease payments would be, assuming 0 down, 0 negative equity, all that kind of stuff, just to get an idea of what the fall leases would look like. And I realized that they're really, really terrible. So it was actually in my best interest to get out of my lease about 6 months earlier And in the time frame of April, May versus taking my lease out to the end of the term in November. So just kind of keep that in mind. That's exactly why I got my Challenger in May, and I got a 36-month lease, so I could get a new one in, you know, sometime between March and May, and not put myself in a bind or a hole. So I just want to do a quick video. You know, I've gotten some questions recently on similar type topics, and just wanted to share that with you guys, and, you know, any of you new listeners or new viewers to the channel. So if you like this video, check out one of these videos that'll be popping up here shortly. So hope you guys have a good one, and catch you guys soon. Take care.